Got it. Ready, go.
Okay. Thanks for your patience, guys. I
Sorry.
trying to get all of the streaming stuff going at the same time here. Welcome everybody to our first AI class on how to use AI for your real estate business. Typically, I cover a lot of things KV Core related. If that is something of interest to you, you can check out my YouTube channel, and I will actually post a link to that here. Let me just switch this account.
Going into it.
Lisa, if you could find the other channel for
Yep. On workplace.
not my Great Branson Homes channel, but the other one.
Yeah, I'll post that in the chat here in just
Okay.
a minute.
Thank you. So if you guys are looking for educational content on KV Core, of course, I cover a lot of that on that YouTube channel. We'll post a link in the chat for you guys to be able to visit there. This video will be uploaded on there. So I'll probably have a playlist for more AI type stuff in a playlist there. Keep it nice and organized. This will be our first one that we're going to be covering. I should just go ahead and introduce myself real quick for those of you who are new. My name is Jason Yeager. I am a 7-year realtor here in Southwest Missouri with eXp Realty. I think most of you probably are with eXp as well. So welcome. We merged with eXp April of last year, and I'm a first-year Icon agent. I've heavily bought into the idea of being able to find ways to innovate and automate my business as much as I possibly can in order to leverage quickly. I was a single agent out the gate, and I went from that last half of my year from 800,000 GCI, not GCI, but yeah, GCI gross commission to probably I'm sorry, gross sales volume. I should verify, not gross commission. 800,000 my first year would have been amazing, of course, but we went from the 800,000 gross sales volume to 3.3 million in my next year, and then just kept doubling up after that. And I contribute a lot of my early success now to just being able to really buy into CRM management, leveraging AI tools, several different tools that maybe a lot of realtors that have been in the business a long time aren't aware, that are maybe actually hiring people to have a full-time job at doing a task that we can find out here can easily be able to be streamlined. And I'm not saying that jobs should be replaced, like a lot of talk in the business about AI replacing real estate agents, and that I could assure you will never happen. You will still need real estate agents' expertise, advice, counsel, advocacy to look out for their best interests. But being an expert, learning how to be the expert in your field and using some of these tools to be able to do it well is my goal, to be able to clue you in on some things that you may not even know exist. So I want to dive in to some of the things that I have been using in my business very early on, and then what, of course, what we can cover, any questions, concerns, things of that nature, brainstorm on some other ideas, because really the sky is the limit with AI. Truly, there is several things that I'm still continuing to learn how to maximize and think outside the box here on how to leverage this. But I want to share with you some great things that I have learned over this very recently, because honestly, AI has only been out for what, about a year now. It really was about last November when it kind of started rolling out, and now a lot of real estate agents are getting, you're seeing it everywhere now online. And so if you're not using any of it today, I don't want to overload you with a ton. of options for you to get started. But let's just dive into really on the most simple form. Like for me, when I first got the wheel spinning on how to make things in my systems go faster, I wanted to talk about a transaction coordinator, right? And in the beginning, I didn't have the funds to be able to hire a full-time transaction coordinator on a salary position yet. I didn't even have really the upfront cash to be able to start affording to be able to pay somebody per transaction. That's how a lot of the transaction coordinators in the business are getting paid. So an alternative for me was Folio. And I don't know if you've ever used Google Folio Timeline. This was a very cost-effective, and this is kind of way before even AI became a thing. This was an automated system that I could punch in my transaction, a new transaction. You can use a Chrome extension to be able to plug your folio into your Gmail. And every time you would start getting emails about a transaction, certainly when you started writing offers and things, it would start reading your Gmail to be able to organize your folders in a way that can keep a transaction all in one place, a smart folder for you. And then once you are under contract, you just simply go in, plug in the dates. It'll ask you, who the buyer's agent is, who the listing agent is, who's the title company, who's the lender, all the important people that you want in on this transaction. You just plug them in. You set the effective date of the contract, the inspection deadlines, the appraisal and loan contingency deadlines, and then it automatically schedules all of those deadlines onto your calendar for you to be able to keep up with that transaction, stay on top of all of your deadlines. And I was very buyer heavy, so this was extremely lucrative for me in the beginning of my career. And it was $25 a month. Actually, the free version let me do like 2 or 3 transactions a month, and at that time, that's all I needed, to get going, and then as I got more transactions, it was definitely worth it for me to pay $25 a month to let them handle all of that. And it just keeps it so nice and organized in my deal. It'll suggest, hey, you're getting a lot of emails on this particular address, do you want to start a smart folder for us? So anyway, just want to let you look at that as an option for you. If you don't already have a TC, that would be something to get started doing a lot of what a TC really would be able to do. And then every time a deadline comes, I should notate that, is as you come up to the deadline, it sends out automatic reminders. Hey, your inspection deadline is approaching, your loan contingency deadline is approaching. And anything that you need to send out to everybody on there sends a nice introductory email, just like a TC would, congratulations. I wanted to keep us all on the same page. Here's all the details for the transaction. It does all of that already for you. So the next thing I wanted to let you kind of dive into was something. If you're in social media world and you've been operating on Facebook, Instagram, certainly YouTube, this was something, if you're big on video marketing like I am, Opus Clip is a huge one that a lot of people are starting to really become aware of, that will essentially eliminate a lot of the overhead that you may be using. If you're a single agent, you got a team, you got a video marketing team that is taking long form content that you're using on your YouTube channel of any kind, and then you can also take that YouTube video, plug it into Opus Clip, and it will spit out 6 to 9 different short form clips in a not panoramic, but portrait mode, that's fit for the right size. Plus it allows you to be able to add dynamic text caption. You know, it'll also rank out the different videos, suggest, you know, I don't know, like I said, 8, 9 videos for you, but it'll rank them out on FCO optimization, what's going to be highly engaging on a, you know, it's just an SEO point of view, you know, right? Rank them out, give them a score. And then you can decide which of those are going to be good. I would say it's really more beneficial for like talking head videos where it's not like you're outside shooting a bunch of B-roll type videos. You want to probably use it more for stuff like where you're just sitting and doing educational content. And it's in the, you know, it's a work in progress. I would say I've tried a couple of longer videos that it had trouble taking that, and it takes like a minute or two to transform it for you. But if it's a really long, like an hour long, 45-minute long video, it's probably going to be too much for it, I think, to be able to give it, you know, bite-sized down bits, you know. So really, if you've got a great educational little video and you want to be able to get it out onto Instagram and TikTok and Facebook stories or reels and things, you know, you spend, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. A really good video editor would have to spend 3 or 4 hours taking one long video and trying to highlight certain pieces of it to be able to pump it out and get it out there. I use this a lot for like my listing video promotion. You know, when I get a new listing, I have the one big long listing video, but then I can just jump it down into short little 30-second bites, you know, to pump out one on this day, one on the next day, one on this platform, one on the other platform, schedule them out. Then they're already ready to go for you. And you can go in and tweak the text and things if you want. The next one is Big View TV. I want to show you this. Keyboard's asleep now. Okay, I'm gonna share screen. Okay, so you've got this teleprompter now where you can go in and you can use this to take any kind of content that you want. Let's see, do the free deal. A lot of people struggle on being able to come up with what to say in a video. I know when you're getting started with video marketing, it's really about like what to say, right? And you don't want to look like you're having to look at your notes all the time, right? Well, there's AI now that will let you upload a transcript of a video. It could be one of your own videos. It could be somebody else's video. You can use content from somebody else's channel and import that video in, and it will give you a transcript of the whole video. And then you can use a summarized version and be able to create your own script and make it your own. You could then have it rolling on the screen using Big View TV. You can have that in front of you so that when you're like, my camera is like right here, I can have it like just scrolling right up here at the top for me, and you can make it as slow or as fast as you want. That way everything's like right there in front of you and you're not having to look down at notes or having to do a lot of cut and editing later because you're constantly doing like this, you know, during a video. So I would take a look at that. Here, let's do this real quick. I'll see if I can kind of show you. Okay. So you do this for like Facebook or stuff as many as you want. You put in what your job is. How often do you plan to create videos? Probably once a week. My computer's really having to think, sorry. You got teleprompter, it's got video editing, magic scripts, automatic subtitles. You can do that within CapCut is another tool very similar where you could take video content and be able to edit it down, add subtitles to it into more portrait mode is where a lot of video is heading right now. Replace the green screen, live streaming.
Can you check make sure that nobody's trying to get in? I think we had some late joiners. We good?
I don't
You don't see anybody?
see anybody. No.
Okay, just checking. We have a couple of people that have been texting me trying to get on, so.
I don't see any requests to get in.
Okay, keep going. So sorry.
Okay. These are the plans here. So you will find that most all of these little websites that use AI are going to have a free version, and then they're going to have like a try or a starter pro version. Most of them are going to be about $20 max a month. So it just depends on your budget of what you really need without having the watermark added onto them. You would need the paid version, but just look and see kind of what they offer, how many videos you could get out of it, what you would need from it. And if you're not going to use any more than the free version, then try it out for free for a little bit and see if it would work for you. I'll just kind of show you. So here is a script that you can start punching in. You could take a transcript from a video like I have on my channel. I have I want to find a good video that I could try to use it as an example. Okay, how to search for a condo in Branson. This is the area that I serve here. Copy that video link. I really hate having to move you guys around all the time just to navigate through here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to search. I can't get back to my just normal view. I'm in the studio. Oh, well. That one won't work.
It may not work because you're also on Zoom.
Well, I just want to see like all
Everything's going to be really draggy.
yeah. I just wanted to show you the tool that would allow me to get a transcript from a video, but I can't get to the view. I'm in the back end of my channel. I need to get to the front end.
But this is big view, and overall, it will allow you to make even like lots of short videos from your videos if you have, or even
All right, vacation rental and
other people's videos. And you can also snag the transcript. Is that what you also had mentioned, Jason?
Well, you need a transcript to go, you'd be able to create a script for your video, right? So
Right. So
you
if we
can
would
take-
just wanted to switch that content over and repeat it, like
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
And
if
you've
I
been thinking
watched
about owning-
a mortgage update, you know, or a market update, and it had the same content that I, you know, I could use, then make it my own. That'd be a simple way to really use this quickly to create my own video with their script. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to verbatim do it, but the statistics and things like that. Does that make sense, everybody?
Over here, when you're searching on YouTube and you find a video that you want to get a transcript for, right? I have this little what's it, YouTube summary, and it's just a Chrome extension that I've added into my Google Chrome browser, and every video I watch, up here at the top, it adds this little transcript summary button over here, so that I can just
And
click
it's
on
called
this
what?
YouTube summary.
YouTube summary.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
And that's again just a Chrome extension that you can add. And then when you're on YouTube looking at other video content, you can grab a transcript. So if you're trying to add captions to your video, it wants you to create a transcript. Well, I've always been frustrated with having to go and like do it manually, or having to sit there and like listen and then type it in. These are like major
Yeah, that's the new AI companion in Zoom. It does basically the same thing. So when I have to ask your permission to add the summary from this video that we're doing right now on Zoom. Zoom has that as a new option, and it's called AI companion. And I just requested that the host give me a summary when we're done, and it will try to summarize all of the things that we've talked about. Pretty cool feature.
So this video right here, what to know about buying a vacation rental in Branson. I just click on that little, everybody's probably heard of Chat GPT. That's probably when people think of artificial intelligence, that's generally what people are buzzing about is Chat GPT. And this is obviously the main one that you can go in and you can do a ton of from here. So you can, by clicking on that button, it just takes the entire video right here and creates a whole transcript for me automatically right here. And then you could take this, and it's even got like bullet point outline, for the whole deal. You take this whole thing, copy it. Try again.
That works. Yep. Have you been thinking about owning a vacation rental in Branson, Missouri?
Then you could go in and put the script into here.
Perfect. Now I have a script and I could edit that also, make it my own.
Mhm.
So let me ask you this. If I saw a really well done video in a different market, even, that would be okay. I could go snag the transcript from somebody else's video that I liked.
Any video you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could take that, go into Chat GPT and say, hey, here's the transcript from this video. Make it sound more like me.
Okay. Make
You
it
know,
dorky. Then
make it
what you
more
said.
personable to me, you know. Yeah. Make
Make
it,
it tech geeky. Yeah.
yeah, make this into a blog for
Yeah.
me. You know, maybe you don't want to do another YouTube script, but you want to make it into a blog, right? I know a lot of times when I got started blogging online, it was fine for a little bit to be able to take, because I had my website spit out a generic blog for me every few days or so. Then I'd go in and have to like optimize it for SEO, and it's time consuming. But having the content already done for me, so essentially that's what you can do. You can use another tool called allright.ai.
Allright.ai.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of spelled funny, ALWRITE.
Ah. Okay. Got it.
And allright.ai. And you know, that is another tool that you could use to be able to do the same thing. Go in and create blog posts, create emails, newsletters, you know, things like that for yourself. Now, the warning here is that obviously going into Chat GPT to create text content like this for online SEO, it's going to know you're going to damage your website by posting, and you're going to get flagged by Google. They're going to know that you're posting all this AI stuff. So you have even an AI website called Undetectable.
Good grief.
That
Can
you
I
can,
just go in and just edit it a little bit so it's not, would that pass the AI?
that's exactly what it does. You just say, hey, here's the thing that Chat GPT gave to me. And it'll just run it and it'll say, you know, yes, this would highly likely be flagged as a bot, you know, or, you know, makes it more human sounding, basically, because you can almost bet that people will be asking Chat GPT some of the, especially in our line of business, they're going to be asking some of these same things. And as more people become aware of it, you're going to have more competition asking the same questions, getting the same results, and then going and doing the same action with it, posting, you know, let's just say for a blog, for instance, you know, so then you just go in and personalize it and rewrite it, make it, you know, more professional sounding, rewrite it, make it less professional sounding, rewrite it and do some spelling mistakes, you know, like if you're, you know, doing an email and you're not one of those that like is known in your company for having a very lengthy email with a lot of details, then you don't want your company to be like, you know, they just use Chat GPT to crank out this email. You know, if you want it to sound more like you and you kind of, you know yourself better than anyone, then you tell Chat GPT what you want it to do. You personalize it to you. You know, you can go in and create your own prompts and things to tell it kind of more about you. So that, you know, I'm a realtor, I work in Southwest Missouri, I want all of my text and things to be or all my results to have a call to action, you know, to reach out, you know, if you're doing it for website content, you know, type of deal. You can kind of put in some saved filters in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the next thing that I think a lot of people probably are aware of, maybe you're not, Canva has AI built into their system now, and this is extremely useful for when you're trying to come up with social media posts, or any kind of marketing online, flyers, presentations, listing presentations, buyer consultations, work, anything that you're going to be using. Now they've got AI in here that you can create things very quickly simply by just going in and being like, at the very top of Canva here, use 5+ words to describe your design. You can go in and say Instagram
Thanksgiving or Christmas post, whatever you want to say. Yeah. For a Christmas open house. There you go. You may have to put real estate, but it does now have that searchability to really kind of go through all the different templates in Canva, and it'll kind of make that happen for you much quicker. I use that a lot every day. But then even inside of one of the designs that you're working on, it's really super slow because you're on Zoom, sorry, but there you go. There's some Christmas open house stuff already ready to go. And you can also inside of a post, that's what I was saying, was that then you can go in and there's a lot of new Canva AI-ish things that are in there already. You can you can change up a lot of different of the different things that are in there. You can change the graphics with choosing some AI stuff. I mean, the effects in Canva, if you're familiar with that, but we don't want to go too deep into Canva today, but there's a lot of great tools inside of there. Plus the other one that I know a lot of people use in the projects is what's it called, Jason? I don't have it open, but in the very beginning where you can change the text and all that good stuff, it'll write even content for you.
Yeah, I was just using that Magic Studio is what they've implemented into Canva. Has all these different new features now that all use AI. So you can grab the text now and make it customizable. Magic Grab is essentially the background remover. So you could take that bed that was in there with that rug, and if you didn't like that, you could move that out.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. These are all the different features here. Magic Design at the very beginning, you can just tell it, I want to create a listing presentation with, for luxury, estates, for luxury clients, and it will spit out, whatever you want it to kind of start on a template for you. And then you can go in and customize it from there. But being able to just have several different options to pick from, and then give to your marketing team to say, take these two and give it to them. I really like these two ideas, right? Getting the marketing ideas in front of you to where you can be presented with something quickly, make a decision, and then give it to somebody that can run with it, is really, again, not to replace your marketing team, but to let them be able to expedite and to leverage and start focusing on other tasks and things in their businesses. So yeah, there's, a whole bunch that you can use within Canva for creating marketing pieces.
That's great.
covered Chat GPT, undetectable, AI, YouTube summary. Allright.ai is the one where you can put the YouTube video in and spit out a
And is that ALL or AL?
I think it's just AL, not
Yeah.
ALL, like all
Right. It's ALWRITE.
WRITE.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to share most of what you were sharing in our chat.
Mhm.
But yeah. Are you
I wanted to give you some some questions that you could, some suggestions on questions that you could use in your business with Chat GPT specifically that, are
prompts?
prompts, because that's the thing. You can sit there with Chat GPT all day long and that could be your Google anymore. And in fact, you can add Chat GPT Chrome extension to your Google so that when you're Googling something, like nowadays, I just go up into my browser and it automatically searches anything. Then when I get the Google page results, over here on the right, I have,
some AI help already.
AI
Prompts
help
going.
over there. Yeah. Where it could just do it from within there. But here's some questions, like 5 suggestions. What are some effective strategies to generate leads using AI in real estate?
Repeat that one more time, please.
What are some effective strategies to generate leads using AI in real estate? Another one could be, can you provide insights on how AI can enhance the process of property valuation and pricing? Another one, how can AI powered chatbots assist in providing personalized customer support and improving client satisfaction? Excuse me. Another one, this is a good one. What are the best AI tools or platforms available for realtors to streamline their marketing efforts?
That's a good.
Yeah.
But that leads right into asking you guys, what are some of the tools that you're using right now? Anybody share what are your tools that you're using right now for AI?
I'll share.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've used Midjourney a little bit to create some image prompts and playing around with it to help enhance certain photos, right? So let's say when people are searching listings on their MLS and you want some sort of first impression and stopping power, I would use either Midjourney or another tool, which there's specific tools now that eliminate other services that I've paid for, like Box Brownie for digital staging. So I've subscribed to something called AI Home Design, and they allow realtors to put in vacant photos and with a click of a button and a 20-second, 10-second patiently waiting for it to render, but it'll actually do a fairly decent job of adding virtual staging into photos. So it's a lot more cost effective. It might not be 100% accurate like just yet, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
And those types of image editing apps, I think, will help to improve the the marketing of our listings, as well as create a little bit more stopping power, especially on the first impression and that first image that a lot of buyers are searching out there. So I've seen that to be very obviously listing descriptions. Like, I'm not a big copywriter, so I use ChatGPT to help take maybe an old description or maybe take some of my ideas and combine it into a certain tone for a certain demographic. So I would actually put in a niche or a demographic that I think would be the right target audience for this property, and I would try to tailor to that. So in my market in Calgary, Alberta, we have a lot of people migrating here from other major cities like Vancouver and Toronto. So then I would try to target, if it's an investment opportunity or if it's a something that a first-time buyer that wouldn't be a first-time buyer in Toronto and Vancouver would consider Calgary as an option. Describe some of the features if you're not. I would ask ChatGPT in a prompt to describe some of the features that if you're not from Calgary, that would entice you to move here, knowing that there's, I don't know, like certain things about schools or amenities or other features that would attract people to our city, so that it's not as scary for somebody moving to the city that's never been here before. And I would somehow incorporate that into the listing description if I think that that would be the target market. So
Good.
Nice.
Anybody else?
Those were great. Thanks for sharing, Paul.
Yeah.
I tried to type as you were talking into the chat, but I am not a bot. So just so you know. We should have one. So, but that's just for the old school people like me that will want to read the chat. Then it's there for people to have immediately, but also we will have that. Now, you can use what was the very first one, Jason, I think, or second one was Big View. You could actually go back and watch this video right on our YouTube channel, and you can put that in there and it will transcribe everything that we've said. Be awesome.
Yeah. We do a lot of Zoom meetings, and if you have a team and you're trying to keep everybody on the same page, for people who missed a meeting on Zoom, they have AI built into Zoom now where it just summarizes your whole meeting. It recognizes who's speaking and it tell you, just give you the whole breakdown. You can put it up, give it to your admin. They can send out an email summary of in case you missed it, but obviously recording and watching a video, however people want to consume content, really. But mind blowing for me was, because I am such a big into video marketing, was eventually I ran out of ideas. I just ran out of content ideas to be able to pump out weekly content, whether that's by video or through a weekly email or a monthly blog, whatever it is, And so being able to have the ability to go in and find somebody that you follow on YouTube, somebody who's already pumping out a ton of content, or has hundreds of videos that really cover a topic that you want to emulate, or try to refurbish exactly, but being able to use other people's content and put it in, and then give a summary, either a script that you can use or an outline that you can refer to shoot that video, being able to clip it down into digestible forms is super powerful. Turning it into a blog, turning it into an email, that was huge for me, to be able to realize that the capability of being able to use other people's content that's ranking well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's always my my thing, mantra. Hey, Jane. We were just gonna recapping some of the things that we talked about today. Ad creative was one that I didn't get to. Adcreative.ai is one that I'm looking into starting to use now, to be able to come up with ads for your Facebook, Google ads, or Facebook ads, creating engaging ad copies for your business, and just going in and telling it kind of what you want it to look like, branding and everything. And it will give you several different options to be able to use for photo, video, or just simple text posts. Look into that one as well. There's a ton more, and I we won't have time to go into all of them.
Jason, a quick question. Who are you following as a resource to help you just learn AI a little bit better?
Mike Sherrard. I don't know if you've seen a lot of his content.
He's actually in Calgary. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and of course, Tom Ferry has got several different people on his team that are pumping out some really good, newer content, not just stuff from like early last year when people were posting stuff, but they're really hitting it hard this year on trying to get the latest and greatest. And it's constantly evolving and changing. And that's what's exciting, is that it's at this level right now in its early stages, and it's only going to get better from here. There are websites now that have like eye contact, like EYE contact.ai, I think. Like just Google eye contact, and you could like be like we were talking about having to read from a script a lot, or having to look down at a viewer, and it will take the AI and make your eyes focused on the camera so that you're engaging your audience better. You're muted, Lisa. Your microphone's muted.
So sorry, man. I need help today. So when you're using that I use it for my videos, most of my videos, and it really does make a difference. It would normally be like looking, I mean, it still shows if your head moves. So it's still a good idea to maybe either put your prompt or your phone or whatever, your script, to the side, because as long as you're not turning your head too much, it works pretty good. And it increases the your level of engagement with people when you're really making good camera contact with your eyes. So it really does work. Cool.
Yeah. There was one, I can't remember the name of it now, but there was also a website that you can go to that has
All right, vacation rental in Branson, Missouri. It's been a hot topic here on this channel.
Wow.
sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Anybody else have any of their little things that they're using? Who are y'all following right now? And I posted that in the chat as well. But who are you guys following? Would you be interested? I know that the Worley Real Estate Network at EXP, that they are wanting to do a monthly something or other. And they've also challenged us to work in your AI, do something in AI, the AI world, at least 15 to 20 minutes a day. And that will help you. I mean, if you're just trying to learn what it is, how it can help you, you're going to have to use it, right? I mean, we all know in order to get better at something, you're going to have to use it. So that would be one suggestion that I would make, would be to join into that challenge of getting in there and trying something for 15, 20 minutes a day. That will really help you. I mean, I'm 60 years old. I'm still trying to keep up with all of that stuff. And it's challenging. It's fun. I love using it. Mostly I use it for marketing, but there's a lot more that it can do for your business and real estate business.
I was going to mention Carrie Suave. So she's a realtor at EXP, and she presented at EXPCon Canada and at EXPCon, the last one that we just had here in Las Vegas. So next level with some of the stuff that she's doing. Veronica Figueroa and her team.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot. Gogo Bethke and her team are doing a lot as well. So
You say Carrie?
Carrie, Carrie,
Uh-huh.
Suave. So I put it in the chat.
Oh,
Awesome.
good. Perfect.
Yeah, she's very next level. Like, I mean, she's leaps and bounds above everybody else when it comes to like how to incorporate AI. So in ChatGPT, there's different plugins that you could use if you have ChatGPT 4, where you could add in a plugin like Ask PDF, I think it's called, where you
Yep.
could actually interface your real estate board stats and get the AI to analyze it for you and provide, you could chat and communicate with the stats. So you could upload a PDF and you could integrate that into ChatGPT and start asking it questions on like, you know, who do you think is the demographic that would be most productive to focus on over the next quarter, right? Which demographic, or provide a demographic or and age group of the people that would be moving to this market in this price range based on the stats for the last month. And then the AI will analyze it
Awesome.
on what you could do, right? So I'm testing that out right now. And let's say for like Jason's example, like to get ideas, you could actually have, you know, a lot of people just post without actually describing what they're posting about. So if they're posting monthly stats, they're not giving a benefit as to why this makes sense for that consumer of the post, right? So what does this mean for the person
Right.
that's viewing it? And the AI might give you an angle that allow you to analyze it or attack that from a different approach, and then provide value that's more than just posting a regular piece of content that's a little static, right? They want your spin on it. And if you can't think about that yourself, maybe the AI might be able to help you, you know, to
Yeah.
chat.
That's
But
a great idea. I think it's all about the prompts.
yeah, but it's changing so fast. Like, I mean, I'm noticing that there's like every day you can learn new different AI tools that'll help, but at the same time, you know, like how do you successfully implement a few? So I appreciate Jason coming on here and sharing some of his methods that he's using. And you know, I've heard of Big View, I've heard of Opus. You know, I think what I'm trying to figure out in my bottleneck in my business is where do I want to focus a lot of my time and effort, right? And Mike Sherrard is, you know, talking about focus on YouTube, right? You might not see one deal from YouTube in the first year. You might see it in 6 months, right? But you might not see it for a year and a half. But he said he's on pace to generate 10 million in income from YouTube this year,
Yeah.
right? We started a short while ago. So, you know, with
Right.
you know, with using YouTube, I think it's a huge a benefit. And then you could use that as a primary focus, which I'm going to try to do in my business. And then I'm going to use AI to help break that up into micro chunks so I could have social media content using that one primary focus, long form content, and break it up to the small form content where I don't have to manually sit there and edit and cut and upload, right? So I would actually leverage it for that. And that's my goal for
Yeah.
this.
Time savers.
Yeah.
Dean, do you have a question? You got your hand?
I have
Yeah,
to jump. I appreciate it, guys. Take care.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, not so much a question. So I've been using ChatGPT for a while now.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I recently used it for was to I trained it on Bigger Pockets, which is a lead source. And I had to access the web and train itself kind of on Bigger Pockets and what they're tailored toward. Then I had it help me design a follow-up campaign and write all of the content for that follow-up campaign, including calls, notes, scripts, emails, that kind of thing for any Bigger Pocket leads. I put it into KV Core and we've assigned it now to all the Bigger Pockets, and our response rate from those leads has gone through the roof
Awesome.
just by having a nurture campaign for them, all designed through KV Core, like through chat. Like I asked it, what cadence should we do for these leads, you know?
Wow.
And so it's really unlimited in how you can use it. It's all about learning how to talk to it
Yes.
so that you get the response you want. So so many people are like, give me a script for blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not really what you want, because then it tells you, the camera moves in from the left and the sun is setting and narrator 1 and actor 2, and it gives you a
Yeah.
script, right? And really what we want is a monologue. So ask it for a monologue,
Mhm.
right?
Smart. Good
You know,
job.
and if you're taking the time to train it on like the PDFs for your market update or whatever, keep that conversation. And then every month you don't have to retrain it. You just go and feed this month's data into that conversation and ask it to give you the, now that you have the new data, give me all those content pieces factoring in this new data.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
So
good. Tom Ferry was talking about on a recent video about how you can start thinking about it and asking the question just what you want, you know, building a business plan. You know, I want to earn $500,000 next year. You know, I'm doing this lead source. My expense annual budget for marketing is X. You know, like write me a business plan that matches your goals and what you're doing in your business, and have it spit out a business plan for you to hit those goals.
And take it one step further. You know, my client avatar is this demographic or target set of people.
Yep.
So now tailor all my marketing to target that set of people.
Yep.
Right. In this market, given all that and one of the things that I did early on was train it on my business. So I even asked it, I said, so, give me 20 questions so that you can better understand me, my goals, and my business. And it kicks out the 20 questions. And then you answer those 20 questions and take your time answering those questions. And then you feed the answers back in. Now that you have a better understanding of me, my business, and my goals, what would you suggest I do over the next 12 to 24 months to achieve this annual income?
Yeah. That's
Right.
awesome.
And if it needs more, and if you need more information to answer, ask me further questions.
Yeah. It's my understanding that Chat GPT, unless you're doing the GPT 4, it only gets you the information current up to 2021.
There's a web plugin that you can use in 3.5, and then you can tell it to access the web.
Yeah.
If you need it to be
Nice.
more.
Yeah. I've used it a couple of times for my SOI emails to include market data, and it's kind of limited, but stuff for October. This last deal in November, I used stuff up to October of this year to give me, some relational stuff to people, give a bird's eye view of what's happening in our local market that's recent. But yeah, I mean,
Awesome.
there's a ton that I'll try to do some deep dives into some of the bigger powerhouse ones on the next month's video class, and I'll be sure to share it out on the YouTube channel, which, by the way, if you're not already subscribed on there on our YouTube channel, there's do that.
It's in the tech.
Yeah, don't miss any other future videos. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. I really very appreciative of you guys coming and
Hanging in there.
Yeah. Bye, Lisa.